Hello students, welcome back. So in the last class we had discussed regarding the one of the example of balancing the redox reaction. Now let us take a look of the one more example by the oxidation number method. The given example is MnO4 minus in the aqueous condition plus Br minus in the aqueous condition gives MnO2 in the solid state plus BrO3 minus aqueous condition in the basic medium. So we should remember it is given in the basic medium. Sometimes the equation has to be formed depending upon the question. Now, after taking the skeletal equation, we are going to assign the oxidation numbers of each of them. So here MnO4, in this one, Mn is in the +7 oxidation state. Br is in the -1 oxidation state. In the product side, Mn is in the +4 oxidation state and Br comes out to be as +5 oxidation state. So we need to check the oxidation state of each of these elements. So already we have studied about assigning the oxidation number. So based on that, we have to assign the oxidation number. After assigning the oxidation number, we have to look for which is undergoing oxidation and which is undergoing reduction in these species. +7 is reduced to +4 oxidation state. That means it is undergoing reduction. How? By the gain of 3 electrons. So +7 state is reduced to +4 state. So this is the reduction. In this Br, it is -1 state. It is oxidized to +5 oxidation state. So there is increase in the oxidation number from -1 to +5. So totally by 6 units it is increased, means it is oxidation. How this increase has taken place? By the loss of 6 electrons. So increase in the oxidation state from -1 to +5 is oxidation. Decrease in the oxidation number from +7 to +4 is reduction. So this is the reduction half reaction. This is the oxidation half reaction. Now what we have done is, we have just split it only for the sake of convenience. Now what we have done is, MnO4 minus is getting converted to MnO2. So we have written it over here, and Br minus is getting converted to BrO3 minus. So that we have written it here. So the difference in the number of electrons, we have written it over here. So Mn +7 state has got converted to Mn +4 state, means there is totally 3 electrons difference. There is gain in the 3 electrons. So we have written it as 3. Br -1 is getting converted to Br +5. So totally 6 electron loss is there. So we have written it as 6 electrons. Now there is a common factor which we can cancel. So 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So we have cancelled it. Now whatever this MnO4 to MnO2 is there, this equation we have written it as first equation, this we have written as second equation. To equalize the charges on both the side, what we have done is, we have multiplied this first equation by the extent of this reduction, and we have multiplied the second reaction by the extent of this reaction. So here we are going to interchange this and we are going to multiply. So this equation multiplied by 2, this equation multiplied by 1. So this equation by this one, this equation by this one, we have multiplied. And we are going to balance it. So we are going to get the balanced equation here, balancing of only these species. So we are going to get in this way. So both the sides you have 2 times of Mn, you have 2 times of Br. So we have balanced the equation other than oxygen and hydrogen. Now we have to balance the number of oxygen and hydrogen. Here you should remember that we have mentioned it in the basic medium. So what we are going to do is, we shall add in the basic medium OH minus ions and H2O to neutralize the number of hydrogen and oxygen. So this is also by heat and trial method. So if I am going to add 2 times of OH minus on the right hand side on the RHS and 1 time of H2O on the LHS. So what we are going to do, let me add this. So what we are going to do? We are going to add one molecule of H2 on the left hand side and 2 times of OH minus on the right hand side. So by doing this one, you can check the total number of the oxygen, hydrogen and the other elements, whether it is balanced or not. Now you can see there is 2 times of Mn. Here also there is 2 times of Mn. 1 time of Br, 1 time of Br. Hydrogen, you can see there are 2 hydrogen atoms over here. This side 2 times of H. So hydrogen is also balanced. So oxygen, coming to oxygen, 2 4s are 8 oxygen plus 1 9 oxygen on the left hand side. 2 2s are 4 oxygen on the right side. 4 plus 3, that is 7 plus 2 9. So on both the side you have equal number of oxygen and all the other elements, and therefore this is balanced. So by this method, that is the oxidation number method, we have balanced this equation. Now there is one more method of balancing the equation, that is called as the half reaction method. Now let us look for what is this half reaction method. So let us first generally look for the steps that are involved in the balancing of redox reaction by half reaction method. First, what we have to do is again split the redox reaction into 2 half reactions, that is oxidation half and reduction half. So after you write the skeletal equation along with the assigning of the oxidation number of each of the elements, you have to split that one by which is oxidation half and which is reduction half. So after splitting the given equation into oxidation and reduction half, you need to balance the other atoms. So atoms other than hydrogen and oxygen, and we have to add the number of electrons in the respective side of the half reaction. So half reaction, as the word says, we are taking 2 halves reaction, that is one is oxidation half and the other one is the reduction half. To that, what we are going to do, we are going to add the corresponding number of electrons to balance the charges, and we also have to balance the number of other elements other than what? Other than hydrogen and the oxygen. Then further we need to multiply the oxidation half by the number of electrons added to the reduction half and vice versa. After this one, we have to add both the equations, and then we have to balance the number of hydrogen and oxygen by adding H plus and H2O in acidic medium and OH minus and H2O in basic medium. So as you remember in the previous method also, we have added H plus and H2O in the acidic medium and OH minus and H2O in basic medium to equalize the number of oxygen and hydrogen in the given equation. So these are the general methods, general steps involved in the balancing. Now let us take some of the example and solve by the half cell method or half reaction method. So let us take the example. So balance the following redox reaction by half reaction method. Now in this half reaction method, the given equation is what? It is Fe plus 2 in the aqueous medium plus Cr2O7 2 minus in the aqueous medium will give Fe 3 plus in the aqueous medium plus Cr 3 plus in the aqueous medium. This reaction is taking place in which medium? In the acidic medium. So this is necessary. Now let us write the skeletal equation. Now once the skeletal equation is written, what is our duty? First we have to assign the oxidation state of each of these elements. So Fe is in plus 2 oxidation state. In this one, chromium, each of the chromium atom is in plus 6 state. There are 2 such chromium atoms, but each of the chromium is in the plus 6 oxidation state. Fe is in plus 3 oxidation state and Cr is plus 3 oxidation state. Now let us look for the increase and decrease in the oxidation number. Here you can see that plus 6 oxidation state is reduced to plus 3 oxidation state. How? By the gain of the electron. So this process is reduction. Similarly, Fe plus 2 is increased to Fe plus 3. So oxidation number 2 is increased to 3. So increase in oxidation number is oxidation. How is it obtained? By the loss of electron. So therefore it is the oxidation process. Now because it is an half reaction method, what is our step? We need to split the two half reaction, the oxidation half and the reduction half. So by separating the two half reaction, we are going to balance them, except hydrogen and oxygen, we will balance them. So now Fe plus 2 is getting converted to Fe plus 3 is half reaction. Cr2O7 is converting to Cr is the other equation. So these are the two half reactions. Now these two half reactions, first we are going to balance the number of atoms present other than hydrogen and oxygen. Fe both the side it is 1, so we need not balance it. Chromium on the left side it is 2 and on the right side it was only 1. So what we do is we are going to put 1 2 over here. So Cr2O7, initially there was only 1 Cr, we have put what? 2 Cr here. So to balance the number of chromium, what we have done, we have put 2 Cr over here. Now after that, for the acidic medium, what we have to do, we have to add H2O to balance the oxygen and H plus to balance the hydrogen. So out of these two equations, there is no oxygen here to balance, whereas there is oxygen in this equation. So I'll take this equation for balancing the hydrogen and oxygen. Now in this 2 times of Cr2O7 2 minus, in this equation what I am going to do is I am going to add the number of water molecules depending upon the oxygen which is present. Here you can see that on the left hand side there are 7 oxygen and on the right hand side there is no oxygen. So what I will do to balance the 7 oxygen on the left hand side, I shall add 7 H2O on the right hand side. So to balance the 7 oxygen on the left hand side, I am adding 7 H2O on the right hand side. Once I add 7 H2O on the right hand side, I will get 7 2s are 14 H plus, which is excess on the right side. To balance this hydrogen, on the left side what am I doing? I am going to add 14 H plus on the left hand side. So therefore, how did I do this one? I have added, what did I add? 7 H2O on RHS and 14 H plus on LHS. So I have added these. So after adding this one, what did I get? I got this equation. Now we have to look for the electrons which are present, whether the number of electrons are satisfied on both the side equally or not. Now to balance the number of electrons, what did we do? First we took the first half reaction. Fe plus 2 is getting converted to Fe plus 3. How it has obtained? By the loss of 1 electron. So what has happened? If I remove 1 electron from it, I am going to get it as Fe plus 3. So Fe plus 3 plus 1 electron is nothing but Fe plus 2. So what did I do? Fe plus 2 is getting converted to Fe plus 3. Along with that, 1 electron is lost. So that electron I am showing it here. In this case, I have taken Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14 H plus is there. To that one, I am going to add 6 electrons, and this is going to give 2 times of Cr3 plus and 7 times of H2O. Now, why did I add 6 electrons on the left hand side? Now, let us look why did I take 6 times of electrons on the left hand side. See here, I have Cr2O7 14H plus, and let me write this Cr2O7 Cr3 plus and H2O. Now what has happened is, let me first look for what are the total number of electrons. So Cr2O7 plus 14H plus and 2 times of Cr3 plus 7 times of H2O. This is my equation. Now why am I adding 6 electrons? So in this case, as you see that there are totally 14 H plus, means the positive charge is nothing but 14 charges. Negative charge is how much? This is minus 2 charge. Here on the right hand side, 3 2s are 6, that is positive 6 charges are there. Now let us balance the number of charges on left hand side, right hand side of this equation. Here it is 14 positive charge minus 2 negative charge, means this is 12 positive. Towards right I have plus 6. So plus 6 subtracted from that, 6 plus extra is remaining. So on the left hand side, on the LHS side, I have 6 positive charge extra. To balance this, I am going to add 6 negative charges in the form of the electron, so that my equation is balanced in terms of electron. So I have added 6 electrons on the LHS. Now you can see here there are totally 6 electrons on the LHS, and in this equation 1 electron on the RHS. But the number of electrons are unequal and it is exhibited in the equation. So we need to balance this one. We need to equalize this. How to equalize this? You multiply this equation by the number of electrons of the second equation. You multiply this equation by the number of electrons of the first equation. So therefore, by multiplying this first equation by that of 6 and multiplying second equation by that of 1, we are going to equalize the number of electrons. So by doing that, what will I get? 6 times of Fe2 plus will give you 6 times of Fe3 plus and 6 electrons. In this one, chromium Cr2O7 as it is, because you are multiplying by 1. Now what has happened? You have to add both the equation. When you add both the equation, in the opposite side, whatever the number of electrons are there, that is going to get cancelled, and therefore you are going to get the overall reaction, that is 6 times of Fe2 plus Cr2O7 2 minus plus 14H plus will give you 6 times of Fe3 plus and 2 times of Cr2 plus 3 plus 7 times of H2O. Now if you are going to find the total number of atoms on the left side and right side, both are equal, and hence the equation is balanced by the half reaction method. So this is about the next equation. Now let us take one more such example for the half reaction method. So balance the following redox reaction by half reaction method. It is given in the basic medium. Now the given equation is what? It is MnO4 minus aqueous plus I minus aqueous will give MnO2 solid plus I2 solid. So this is in which medium? It is basic medium. So medium is very important. So first we are writing the skeletal equation. After writing the skeletal equation, you have to assign the oxidation state. Mn is in +7 oxidation state, I minus -1 oxidation state, MnO2 in this Mn is in +4 oxidation state, iodine being elemental state is in 0 oxidation state. Now let us take a look of the increase and decrease in the oxidation number. -1 has increased to 0. So this is obtained by loss of an electron. So therefore increasing the oxidation number is oxidation. So loss of 1 electron. Whereas +7 oxidation state is reduced to +4 oxidation state. So how? By the gain of 3 electrons. So therefore this is the reduction process. Because it is half cell method or half reaction method, we are going to split the two half reactions, that is the reduction half and the oxidation half. So separately we are going to write it. So I minus will give you iodine and MnO4 minus will going to give you MnO2. After writing that, we are supposed to balance it. Now I2, there are 2 iodine. In the reactant side there was only 1 iodine, so we are going to multiply it by 2. Earlier it is just I minus will give I2. To balance this one, we are going to write 2 over here. So therefore 2 times of I minus will give you I2. In this case both the side Mn is same, except oxygen and hydrogen we have balanced it. Further what we are going to do? Let us balance the oxygen and hydrogen. To balance the number of oxygen atoms, what we are going to do is, we are going to add 2 times of H2O on the RHS. Now see here, there are 2 reactions. in the two half reactions, only in this equation we have oxygen. So what we will do, first we will equalize this number of oxygen first. Now to equalize the number of oxygen in this equation alone, what we have done, this side 4 oxygen is there, this side 2 oxygen is there. So to balance the number of oxygen, to the right side I have added 2H2O. So now after adding 2H2O, I have got this equation. But what has happened is, we have not balanced the number of hydrogen. Now to balance the hydrogen atom, that too in the basic medium. So now what we have to do, we need to add in the basic medium OH minus, and to neutralize it we have to add H2O as well. So to balance the hydrogen atom in the basic medium, we have added 4H2O on the left hand side and 4OH minus on the right hand side. Remember, this we are adding to balance the number of hydrogen and oxygen. Here we had added the water only to balance the number of oxygen in that half cell. So after that, in the basic medium, what we have done, the basic medium we have to balance hydrogen and oxygen both. So what we have done, we have added 4H2O on the LHS and 4OH minus on the RHS. After adding this, so what will be the equation then? So what we have is here, suppose, so you can see that this MnO4, to this we have added 4 times of H2O on the LHS side. So H2O 4 times on the LHS we have added. Then OH minus on the right hand side we have added. So 4 times of OH I have added to the right side. But there is already 2 times of H2O in the previous step we have added. So you can see that on both the side there is presence of H2O, which we can cancel. Here 2 H2O is there. This 2 H2O gets cancelled with that of this one. So 2 H2O is remaining on the left hand side. So now what we have done, we are going to get the equation. How? This is MnO4 minus plus 2 times of H2O will give you MnO2 and 4 times of OH minus is obtained. Now what we have to do, after balancing the number of hydrogen and oxygen, we have to equalize the charges by adding the electrons. So now what has happened, to take the oxidation half and reduction half back, again 2 times of I minus will give you I2. Since we have taken 2 I here, 2 electrons are released. So each ion, 1 ion to become I, it will lose 1 electron. 2 such ions will lose 2 electrons to form this iodine in the zero oxidation state. So we have written 2 electrons here. Now in this equation, MnO4 minus plus 2 times of H2O, we have to add 3 times of electrons, and we have MnO2 on the right hand side and 4 times of H2O. Now why should we add 3 electrons here? You can see that we have MnO2, 2 times of H2O will give MnO2 and 4 times of OH minus. Now why to add 3 electrons on the left hand side here? So you can see that there are totally 4 negative charges. 4 negative charges are here. There is 1 negative charge over here. To equalize, what I should do now, if I am going to add here 3 negative charges, then on both the side I will get the same number of charges. So we are equalizing the charges on left hand side and right hand side. So what I am going to do, I am going to add here 3 electrons, means 3 negative charges I am going to add. So that is why we have added 3 electrons in this equation. Now what we have to do, we have to cancel the charges. How to cancel? Multiply this equation by 3, multiply this equation by 2. So multiply equation 1 by 3 and second equation by 2 to equalize the electrons, and then you have to add it. So then what you are going to get, you are going to get here, if you multiply this one by what? Multiplying this equation by 3, and you are going to multiply this equation by 2. So you are going to get it as what? 6 times of I will give 3 times of I2 plus 6 electrons, 2 times of MnO4 minus plus 4 times of H2O plus 6 times of electron will give you 2 times of MnO2 plus 8 times of OH minus. Now we have equalized the charges, so we can cancel these charges. The number of charges, that is the electrons, are going to get cancelled. So by cancelling both the sides, you are going to get the balanced equation as what? 2 times of MnO4 minus plus 6 times of I minus plus 4 times of H2O will give you 2 times of MnO2 plus 3 times of I2 plus 8 times of OH minus. And hence you can see that all the atoms are balanced. So this is by the half cell or half reaction method. So one among these 4 examples are compulsory asked in the exam. So you have to practice all these 4 examples for the exam. Now after balancing the equation, the last part of this chapter consists of the electrode potential. Now what is the electrode potential? So the potential which is developed when a metal is in equilibrium with a solution of its own. This is called as the electrode potential. Means there is a potential difference between the metal and its solution. So that we call it as what? Electrode potential. The same thing, it is also called as standard electrode potential when the potential is developed when a metal is in equilibrium with 1 molar solution of its own ion under the standard condition, that is 298 Kelvin. So the same electrode potential itself is called standard when you are going to consider the solution of 1 molar strength and the temperature is 298. The value of the standard electrode potential is 0 for hydrogen. Hence we call it as standard electrode potential or standard hydrogen electrode. So standard hydrogen electrode, the value is equal to 0. Here there is one more term called as redox couple. So redox couple is defined as what? It is defined as having together the oxidized and the reduced form of a substance taking part in an oxidation or reduction half reaction. So therefore having the oxidized form and reduced form of the substance which takes part in what? In the oxidation and reduction half reaction, that is called as redox couple. Here we have the example of Daniell cell. The Daniell cell is explained detailed in 2nd PUC or class 12. Here we have just the introduction part of the Daniell cell. So in the Daniell cell what happens is we are going to have 2 of the containers. In these 2 containers what is done is in one container we have taken a zinc rod. This zinc rod is dipped in the solution. So there will be a solution over here. Now this solution is which solution? It is the solution of zinc, like zinc sulfate. So metal and its own solution. So this is going to create an electrode potential. So we are going to dip the zinc rod in the zinc sulfate solution. Similarly, we are going to take copper rod in the copper sulfate solution. This is connected to the positive terminal, this is connected to the negative terminal. And here we are going to call it as the copper cathode. Here we call it as zinc anode. Details you will be studying in PUC 2nd year. Now there is a connection between the two by means of the wire and there is a switch. Along with that one, there is the conductance between the two containers by means of a salt bridge. So in the salt bridge, we are going to fill an potassium sulfate solution so that there will be an electric contact between the two containers by means of the flow of the ions. Now the current flows by the migration of the ions through the salt bridge. So here what is happening, the current is going to flow how? By the migration of the ion from one container to another. The electrons are flow of current is going to take place. And you have to notice that the electron flow will move from zinc to copper, but the current will flow from this copper to zinc. So there is opposite direction current flow is in this direction, electron flow is in this direction. This will take place when switch is connected. So in this way we have the Daniell cell where you have the electrode potential, that is the potential developed between the metal and its solution. And this circuit is going to complete when you are going to put on the switch. Unless it is done, there will be no flow of the current, and hence this explains the Daniell cell. So with this one we shall complete the chapter, that is the redox reactions. Thank you.